Do you know what it is to live a life away from God? To live a life in rebellion to God? Well, if you truly want to know it, then you need to look at the cross. Because on the cross, Jesus took all the sin of humanity upon him. All that was due for man, because man had moved away from God, he took upon him so that man could begin to have abundant life. Well, let's meditate. Let's begin to see what it is that Jesus experienced, what it is to live a life away from God. When we open up our Bibles to Matthew chapter 27 verse 46, we see Jesus saying, I'm reading the second half, he's saying there, that is, my God, why have you forsaken me? That means he's beginning to experience rejection from God his Father. When you look upon the cross, we see Jesus took the crown of thorns upon his head. That means he went through stress, he went through mental anxiety, depression, all that we all experience, right? When you look at the world, they too are going through the same issues. When you look upon the broken body of Jesus on the cross, it speaks about sickness. Sickness, that means you move away from God, you begin to experience sickness. When you look upon Jesus at the cross, we see Jesus going through nakedness. That means poverty. When you move away from God, you begin to experience poverty. When you look upon the side of Jesus that was pierced, it speaks about emotional crisis. That means when you begin to move away from God, you begin to go through emotional pain, rejection, sickness, stress, mental anxiety, depression, emotional crisis, rejection. These are things that you experience when you are away from God. Look at the world that is living in rebellion. They are going through all these things. There's chaos, there's confusion, there's rejection, there's sickness and disease that's plaguing them. There's so much of anxiety, there's so much of worry of tomorrow, depression, fear. These are all things that follow anyone who's moved away from God. Look at Jesus. He took it all upon him so that you and I could have abundant life. I want to encourage you. All you need to do is draw close to God and you will begin to be restored. You will begin to experience that abundant life that Jesus has promised. Remember, all that Jesus went through was all that we were supposed to go through, or all that one will go through if they don't come back to the Father. Getting back to the Father is beginning to experience abundant life. Moving away from God is all about living in pain, poverty, lack, sickness, disease, stress, anxiety. Whereas drawing close to God is abundant life. God bless you.